Hey guys, me Davey. It's Friday night. It's 4/17/2020. So I'm doing a video. There's not a whole lot going on. Oh my gosh, I was getting monitored all day today. And my family member was home today, and she validates their technology and verifies their technology and stuff all day. All day, they bang dishes around, they bang all kinds of things around, to validate their technology in my program. Every time they put a thought in my head, they bang. Somebody bangs. If I go to the gas station, the clerk, if I go to a gas station, all the time, and they know me there, they get the clerks involved and they bang and stuff all the time to validate their technology. It's unreal. So anyway, I want to talk about getting mob stalked. I got mob stalked the last couple days. Went into a couple stores, and some of these stores are dead. Usually they're dead, because of the coronavirus and everything. So there's not many people there, usually. Well, I stopped at a store, and they had perps. Perps pull up in their cars. I can see them. If I'm sitting at a stoplight, and then the store is like across the street, where I can see the parking lot and all this stuff, and you can see the cars and all that stuff pull up. And so you can see these people. They will. There was a couple guys out there last night, standing out there talking, and then there was some people sitting in their cars, and they wait until I pull up, and then they go inside, and look for their whatever they're looking for, whatever they're looking for. They'll go in, they'll just go in there when I go in there. And then when you're at the counter ready to pay, then they'll kind of crowd your space, even though they're supposed to stay back and all this stuff, 6 feet away, supposedly. They'll come back, and they'll crowd your space and all this stuff. Some of them bang and harass. I'm sensitized to it, so they know what I'm sensitized to. So they'll slam the cooler doors, or they'll bang around something or whatever, and pretend like they're doing something, and then when I'm ready to pay, they kind of mob stalk you, crowd your space and all this stuff, invade your space. So, that's happened in the last 2 to 3 nights. Go to the store, and these guys are sitting out there, or they're sitting in their cars, and they're waiting for me, and then I pull up, and then they get out of their cars, and then they go inside. But I'm sitting at a stoplight, for what, 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm sitting there looking at these people. I can see them in the parking lot, and they're just sitting in the cars, and then I pull up, and then they get out of their cars and go inside. So it's like I'm being mob stalked. I'll just mention something real quick. When I was at the treatment center, and I they wouldn't allow me to keep my car there, so I couldn't drive at that time, and so I had to take the bus, public transportation, and I was mob stalked on the bus. You guys would not believe it. They had so many perps on the bus, perping me, making noise, sitting next to me, harassing me, banging, all this stuff, talking about parts of my life and all this stuff. I was mob stalked. It felt like I was being suffocated, by all these perps. So it was unreal. What it's just um it's unreal what they will do. I mean, they will have, you know if you're in a big program, they have a blank check to do whatever the hell they want to do. And they will mob stock you, 10, 15 people easily. What are they giving them, gift cards? I don't know what they're giving them. Some they use kids some of the times. When I was on the bus, they used a bunch of kids, and oh my god, they were talking so loud, and they were talking about my life, and they were doing all this stuff, and just being annoying as hell. And then they had people sit next to me that were perps, and they had, some of them, they use senior citizens. They don't care. They'll use senior citizens, and they will bang their walkers on the floor. It's really unreal. Sometimes, you know some people watching this might say, "Oh my God, you're paranoid, and you think everyone's a perp, and oh, you're paranoid and all this stuff." No, I'm sensitized to this stuff, and they really do this type of stuff to my program. Like I say, I've been stalked by a grandma carrying an oxygen tank. She followed me to doctor's appointments. She followed me out to eat when I was going out to Bridgman's to eat lunch with my sister. I seen her like 3 or 4 places. It's unreal. And they make it unreal because they don't want people to believe you. It's made to be that way. It's made to be that way, you guys. So I'm not paranoid. I know exactly what's going on. You know, my perps always do something to make themselves known. They always do something to let me know they're perps, because what they're doing is, the purpose is, they're there to verify their technology. Just like Brian 2 says. These people, they got to verify their technology hundreds of times a day, at least 100 times a day. And these people are there to verify their technology. So and of course we're sensitive to certain stimuli in our program. So maybe I look a little paranoid or something like that. Oh, I think everyone's a perp, and oh my God, 70% of these people are perps. No, 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 no. Honestly, in my program, they always do something to let me know they're a perp, because they have to. They have to verify that technology. They have to verify the technology, to make sure it's working properly for mind control to work. If they don't, just like Brian 2 says, if mind control fails, then they have to start all over again. So they have to have people out there to verify their technology and to make sure it's working okay. Hundreds of times a day. So my perps always let me know. In which what they do is they bang. They'll put a thought in my head, boom, bang. They'll bang. That's what they do. They have the clerks, the places that I frequent the most. They will get those clerks involved, and they will bang the cash register, or they'll do something to verify their technology, and they do it every time they put a thought in my head. They'll bang or they'll slam something. It's really unreal. A lot of people may not believe that, but that's the way they do it in my program anyway. They always have to let me know their perps, because they always have to validate that technology. It's really unreal. There was something else I wanted to mention. I was going to talk about gangstalking and stuff like that. I'm so wore out on people talking about the watch list and the FISA courts and all this stuff. Patriot Act. Like I said, I said this for months. None of that stuff has to do with us. None of it has to do with us. It ain't gonna affect our program or anything. Guys, if you're a real target in this program, you're classified. You are a classified project in this program. You're classified. Top secret. You know, they're not going to put you on a public, watch list, and they're not going to, use the Patriot Act. These guys are working above the law. They're above the law. They're rogue. They can pretty much do whatever they want. They got a blank check to do whatever they want. I think they do have some people that are watching over them a little bit. I wish they would put these guys in their place because they're letting them get away with a lot of stuff. But we are classified, you guys. We're a classified project. This watch list stuff is total bullcrap. We're not on a watch list. They're not, blah, blah, blah. FISA courts, foreign intelligence, Carter Page. People are bringing up Carter Page. They thought he had something to do with Russia. That's foreign intelligence. Has nothing to do with us. I've been saying this for months, you guys. The Patriot Act. There was a section in there talking about surveillance and all this stuff. These guys, they're not, they're above the law, you guys. Laws don't matter to these people. If you're a real target, laws don't matter. They're doing this stuff above the law. They're rogue. You're classified. You're a classified project. Probably of the CIA, if you're a real target and you're getting, Voice of Skull and the weapons and Gangstalking and all that stuff. I think, there's people out there that are getting just Gangstalking. So they say. They say they're just getting Gangstalking. I don't know what the purpose of that is. If you're not getting the weapons, I don't know what the purpose of that is. If it's just harassment and stuff like that, I really don't know what the purpose of that is. I guess some people just get gang stalking. They could be getting the weapons and just don't know it. These people can do the weapons, and you have no idea that they're doing the weapons, and your life kind of falls apart. And they can make you angry. They can do all this stuff without you knowing it. They can make you angry. They can make you depressed. They can make you happy. They can do all these different feelings. They can put all these different feelings in you. And you might not even know it. You might not even know it. They can do that without you even knowing it. They did it for me. They did it to me for years. Where I didn't know. I was getting mad. I had a girlfriend. I was getting mad at my girlfriend. I had no idea it was them. Had no idea it was them. I look back now, and they can cause obsessive thinking. And they're putting all these thoughts in your head and all this stuff. They think, I had a girlfriend that they wanted me to think that she was doing drugs, and I was thinking that all the time. I was thinking, oh my God, what is she doing? Doing drugs and all this stuff, and it was causing a big strain in our relationship. I look back now, that was them. It was all them. I don't think like that. It was all them. And it caused us to break up. We broke up, and that was, well, with that girl, it was 13 years ago or 12 years ago. So they can do all these different feelings without you even knowing it. So, you know, people that are being gang stalked could possibly be getting the weapons too, and they just don't know it. They can do all this stuff without you even knowing it. you know it's so I just want to explain that a little bit. I didn't even mean to make this video that long, but so it's we're classified, you guys. If you're a real target, you're classified, you're top secret. You're not on some stupid watch list. You're not going through the stupid FISA court like Midge and everyone else says. Has nothing to do with this program. I wish these people would stop saying that, because these people are beating this narrative to death. I mean, they're beating this narrative to death. It's like, we're on a watch list. They're going through the FISA courts, and they're, oh my God, it's, they've been saying it for a year, and it has nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with this program. Nothing. Absolutely nothing to do with this program. And I'm telling the truth here on my channel. A lot of people may not listen to me, and they might listen to these perps that are spreading this narrative. But like I said, I've made predictions before, and I come out right. I really do. And I've talked about things that these perps talk about. Their narrative is just ridiculous. And it's all to keep you tuned in, and they want you coming back, and they want you to have this false sense of hope and all this stuff. Oh my God, FISA courts. Oh, if they pass this for the FISA courts, it's gonna be a big, big whatever for us. A big win for us. So it's I'm trying to tell the truth here, really, you guys, because I worry about you guys. I worry about real targets that are getting hit out there, and they don't know what to do. And I wish I had an answer for them guys out there that are getting hit for no reason. Some people think you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I was kind of against that thinking, but in the last couple of years, I've got hit when I wasn't doing anything wrong. These people hit me, and they tortured me for no reason. And so I'm starting to think, oh, maybe that's true. Maybe you are damned if you do and damned if you don't. I don't know. But I think the more you fight back, I think the harder they're gonna hit you. You have to find a common ground in there somewhere where you have to try to live. You can't be living in a cage for the rest of your life. You got to get out there and make money. You got to go out there and enjoy the world. Enjoy nature. Go to the beach and all that stuff. You got to do that. Gotta try to enjoy life, even though you're going through this. And they would hate that, but tough shit for them. You want to go to the beach? I want to go to the beach. I'm going to the damn beach, and you ain't gonna stop me. That's my attitude. So so anyway, I suppose I'll cut this off, you guys. And it's been 20 minutes. I didn't even expect it to go this long. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing good, and I hope you have a good weekend, and try to hang in there. I wish I had some answers for you guys. I just, you can't be cooped up in the house all the time, and you can't be living in a cage. That's not going to work. You know, you gotta get you gotta get out and cook food, and you gotta make supper, and you gotta go to the bank, you gotta go to the grocery store, you gotta, you can't live in a cage. That's no way to live for anybody. Nobody should live that way. you know and stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.